Hi everybody, so today I'm going to talk about something crazy here. So you're driving around and bam, the turbo actuator goes off or the turbo doesn't work. Do you know what the cause of that is? It's not the actuator or the turbo. Actually, it's the intercooler. So the problem I had here today is that my intercooler had some holes. You see these braces with oil, and right here it's because of some holes in the intercooler that are actually making it leak some turboed air. So that means like compressed air from the turbo. So the turbocharged air comes from here, right here. Sorry. So turbo air comes from right there, right here, the turbo horn, right there. Then supposed to go to the intercooler. Through this tube, and guess what? My tube, my tube was blown up right here, so I was leaking boost through here, and that was after I had the nasty leak here of oil. It's not literally dripping oil because this is coming from the crankcase cover. That's not the main problem. The main problem is not the oil. The main problem is some fins. One of the lines up and down have a leak. So to compensate that, the truck is running harder, and by running harder, it gets hot. And when the engine is getting hot and it's revving more out of range, so you realize that you no longer have your 30 psi at 1500 rpm. You're having it at 1800 rpm, and the first things you might feel is your squeaky turbo, like a hissing sound, squeaky during the engine brakes and all that. That should tell you before even the exhaust manifolds gasket get to go off. Before they get to go off means that there's a problem before even we get to the exhaust, and the problem has to be coming from the boosted air from the turbo that is going through the air horn right here up to the air intake. So the reason why the turbo is going to get bad is because, one, it's way out of its operating range in terms of the heat. The engine is getting hot because it's overworking itself trying to compensate for the turbo leak from the leaks that is happening either between the rubber hose or the intercooler. So today this has happened for a while. I hit a deer in the state of Wisconsin in 2018 when my truck was still new. Progressive was my insurance, and they decided it was a good idea not to pay the whole claim and reuse parts. So this is my AC radiator. You can see it's still bent right there, and this intercooler was never changed when the accident happened. And if you see here, what is it? So let me see. I had broken tabs, like literally had broken tabs. The cover that go to the radiator were broken too. The ones that bolt on the on the front side of the turbo of the intercooler. Let me show you. So right, this horn right here, this horn supposed to be here and help direct the air to the intercooler. It's broken. They never replaced it. All they did is repair the turbo, exchanged the bumper. So be aware of either when you hit a deer, this can happen, and the insurance will try and just wipe you off their jackets as quick as they can, and that's not the only problem. But still, even if I had such an accident, I don't think I should be able to have this wreck happen about 2 to 3 years down the line. This shows this is the hot side of the air intake of the air intercooler, and it can decide to unweld itself at any moment. So that's what exactly happened. So to cap that, this part is about $200 and that part is about $200. So the question is, are we willing to spend about $500 for parts? The answer is no, because I decided I'm going to buy a part for that. So this part is going to go right here. So I made sure that the part is rated for that. So the OEM rating on this tube is 4 pry, but I'm going to go for the 5 pry. It's a little bit thicker. And the other problem I noticed is that it might not even be when I check here, this is a 5 pry. I don't know why this would be. Maybe it's because it's been used, it looks like a 4 pry, but it's actually a 5 pry. You see all those strings right here? That's a 5 pry. It's almost the same thing as this. So when you go to Amazon, don't go buy something written 4 pry. Buy 5 pry. This I was not able to find it on Amazon. I had to go to a different website, and those are the measurements inside. It's a 3-inch, and it's about, if that's 3-inch from here to here, so that's from here to here, right? So it's double that. So make sure you have enough of it, otherwise you're going to run short of it. That was about $10, and at the same time I bought that one. So they all came from one website. So I'm going to replace the intercooler and the rubber hose. So the other thing at the same place when I'm doing that work I'm going to do is that I realized that I'm leaking some oil by the turbo manifold right there. The last time I did valve rush, I only changed the gasket that goes right up there. I never changed after changing the one which connects the injector to the the wiring of the injector, I never changed the gasket under it. So I suppose that's why I'm having that leak. So I don't want to get worse than that, so I'm going to change that too. So I'm going to do everything right there. And because the engine was hot for a while, this will be my third time to take everything off and do the exhaust manifold gaskets. So I'm going to change the gaskets here, change the gasket for the injector harness and the one under it. Then I go to the turbo right here. I'm going to change the turbo gasket, replace that turbo housing because it looks like I don't know what kind of bad luck I had, because I got stuck in Kansas, and I have an extra turbo. I always have 2 turbos at home. This was the OEM turbo that came, no, the second turbo that I have ever installed in my truck. The lining here is okay, but my turbo actuator thingy that goes here in and out to control the vanes is gets stuck because it's so carboned up. So I'm going to clean up and return it. And this is the new actuator. This is a new actuator I'm going to install. I just bought it from Cummins because the other one decided to blow up on me. So I tested the board and found out that the board has a short circuit to the ground. So this MOSFET was down. I couldn't be able to locate where the location of the MOSFET. I took off the MOSFETs, but the short is still there. So the problem is not the MOSFET. The problem is the board itself. I tried to look in the board and found out that this part right here, because of the bolt going on to the being bolted here, made it touch to the ground, and I can figure out how to solve the problem. So before even I put this the new one in, I'm going to open it and make sure I upload a video of how to repair it if I'm able to figure out. If I'm not able to figure out, then you guys are not lucky. So I'll keep you updated. Have a good day.